All right, hi again. I wanted to do one more just brief clip about our science curriculum. I already uploaded um, the video with our curriculum choices, and if I can figure out how, I'll try to include a link to that in this video. But I wanted to just talk a little bit more about our science curriculum because we really enjoyed using this last year, and just in case anybody else is considering this one, I wanted to give you an idea of what it's like. And so this is the Real Science Odyssey. The company calls it RSO for short. This is Earth Science and Astronomy, and it's recommended for grades 1 through 4. I talked a little bit before about the fact that some people have said this is just too easy for 4th grade, which it would be if you start with their life science. But the curriculum is meant to be used in doing chemistry and physics in 3rd and 4th grade. So if you do those, I think it would be probably more grade level appropriate. But we started with their first book, which was their life science. We did that in 1st grade, and it was just perfect for my 1st grader. But so this year in 2nd grade, we're going to be doing the Earth and Space, and then in 3rd grade we'll do chemistry, and in 4th grade we'll do physics. So this is a really neat curriculum, and my son really enjoyed it because it's mostly just experiments, and they learn the concepts by just doing the experiments. And so each kind of section will start with a For My Notebook page, and it just is kind of like what you might read in a textbook about that topic, but it's written in kind of a fun way and in a way that's easy to understand, but it still includes some great vocabulary words just to increase students' vocabulary on that topic. And it really does a great job of explaining the concepts. And then you do that one day, and then most of the other days in that unit are spent doing experiments, and they give you a page which is more for the teacher or the parent that kind of gives you what you read aloud to the student to explain to them why we're doing this experiment, and then it tells you the procedure, and then there are lab sheets for the students to complete, and that's the bulk of what they do in this curriculum. They do the experiment, and then they record the results, and there are some experiments, there are some models and diagrams that they work on. They put together different little books. Last year we did an animal book and a little human body folder. So they make models and draw diagrams as well, but they do quite a few just demonstrations and experiments. So it really helps kind of get them used to just the scientific method. And now this curriculum, I believe I said before, this is a secular curriculum. It's not religious in any way, but what we do is I look at Answers in Genesis, or AIG, and Creation Ministries International, or CMI, and I find all of their recommended books on these topics. And so we'll do the experiments in this book, and then we'll do lots and lots of read alouds about the topics. And our read alouds are we try to find ones that are that are written from a more biblical worldview. This book does not discuss evolution. It doesn't discuss creation. It does neither. So it's pretty easy. If you're a Christian family, it's pretty easy for you to use. You don't have to really eliminate anything. You can just do the experiments as they come, and then I try to teach the material with some just different living books about the various topics. And like I said, we try to find ones that are written from a biblical worldview. And Answers in Genesis has some awesome resources about that for those, and so does Creation Ministries International. You can find both of those online, and that's where we find the ideas for most of our living books. And I've been able to find quite a few at our local library. Now we will be using Answers in Genesis science curriculum once we get to 5th grade, but it's more middle school level curriculum, so it just wasn't appropriate for us to use in the elementary years, so we decided to go with this. And since it, even though it isn't specifically creationist, there's nothing in it that really contradicts our creationist beliefs, so it works for us for now, and we'll use this for grades 1 through 4.